Hi, everybody. It's Spanky Frank, Steve, and welcome to my first Twitch daily stream. I've been given a wonderful opportunity by the bosses upstairs, or actually 5 feet from me, to do a daily stream for a few hours every day. And we'll see how it goes. Yes. No, I've been wanting to do this for some time, and I wanted to kind of do this on the regular, just really more for focus than anything else. I have the opportunity to play a lot of video games these days, and my biggest problem that I have is focusing on maybe one game. It is so easy for me to go from this game to that game to this game to that game, and then I never end up playing anything anymore. And I'm like, and I get anxiety anytime I look at my gaming library, and I'm like, "Ugh, what do I play? What do I play?" So I'm hoping this particular venue helps me focus on um, honing in my gaming. I have a goal for today. Well, first off, let me say this. Thank you to anybody who is tuning in with me today. I much appreciate it. I am streaming on both Facebook and Twitch right now. I'm really only going to be doing Facebook for maybe this week just to generate a couple extra views from my peoples, my family, and my friends. And what I'm trying to do is basically I am trying to get to 20 subscribers on Twitch. If I can get to 20 subscribers on Twitch, or 20 followers, I should say. I'm trying to up my followers on Twitch, and once I can do that, it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. So that's my goal for this week, is try to make it to 20 followers. Um, I have 11, so I just need 9 more to make the goal, and that'd be perfect. So if you know anybody who likes to subscribe on Twitch, if you have children who use Twitch or anything else like that, think of your old Steve. He could use a friend on Twitch for people to watch. And like I said, I'm only going to be doing this for a week, and then I'm going to be moving over to YouTube, and we're going to be going from there then on. But for this week, we're going to be doing Facebook as well, so people can see my smiling face. It's going to be so much fun. So anyways, uh, getting right into it. Today we will be playing um, Zelda: The Minish Cap on our Switch. This game is 20 years old, and that made me very old to say. Um, Yesterday was the 40th anniversary of the Legend of Zelda video game releasing on the Nintendo Entertainment System way back in the 80s. I know, I'm very old at this point, same year I was born. Ooh. But anyways, Nintendo really didn't do a big hullabaloo for the 40th anniversary, which was strange because they've done a lot in terms of fanfare for, like 35th or 30th for Mario and other games, but for whatever reason, they didn't do a big thing for it, which left a lot of Nintendo fans with kind of a sour taste in their mouth. It is what it is. So this is why I'm playing it today and all that. Before we get really into it, I did want to discuss one quick thing in terms of gaming news, which basically it was this. So, what Nintendo did do last week is they announced that they will be um, releasing two old games on the Switch, and I think the Switch too. It's Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, which came out again 20 years ago. Really dating myself here. Uh, and I think the big problem with it, which is no problem, I have no problem with them re-releasing games. So the thing of it is they are charging $20 for it. And a lot of people were really upset about that. But let me explain something. Nintendo is a company that does not enjoy its own customers. It's a very weird thing to say. They like their money, they don't like anything else. They are very anti people using things like emulation, even though they themselves use it. They don't like people pirating their games, which obviously there's a legitimate a beef there. But, you know, one thing that a person who does emulate will say is that Nintendo does not make their library available for the general public anymore. There are probably thousands of games in the entire history of gaming that you just can't that aren't available to be played anymore. You know, and that's not just the Nintendo. I mean, you have all the old arcade games. You know, you really have to go far and wide to try to find an old arcade cabinet these days just to play a game. You know, it's not widely accepted. Um, you know, so in this particular case, it's good that Nintendo is re-releasing games, albeit, you know, whatever it is. Now they're charging $20 for two games, which, you know, a lot of people say it was like a high price. But if you were to look on eBay, uh, just for like a reproduction cart, which is basically someone just remade the cart and put the game on it and just selling it to people. That's exactly what you're going to pay, you know. Which to me, if your goal is to preserve games, I mean, any avenue that you can get is probably the best. You know, it is good to see that Nintendo is releasing games like that, and if they're going to make a little bit of money on it, okay, that's fine. That's the way it should be. You know, I have no problem with them selling games, you know, making money despite the fact that they're 20 years old, 30 years old, whatever it is, you know. If they're available, let the people have it. You know, I think it would be it's not a good move to sort of hoard these old games just for funsies, you know. I think it's a very smart move on their part to be re-releasing some of these games. They've done it before. You know, they redid some years ago they had the NES Mini and they have the Super Nintendo Classic, you know, and they released 30 games. That's cool. I love seeing that the people can experience those games. And I think some of those all the games, you know, shouldn't be lost media because you think about it. My whole thing when it comes to video games is that, you know, even the simplest of video games, let's take Pong, right? The very first video game, Pong. You know, a lot of people worked on that game. You know, and obviously these games aren't, you know, the most well or the most fantastical, complex games in the world. But, you know, a lot of people worked on them. A lot of people put their heart and souls on them. You look at some of the early Nintendo games, some people, you know, they wrote those games. They wrote a whole story. You look at the early Zelda game, the very first one, you know, there's a whole lore behind all these games. A lot of stuff was written. There's a lot of heart and soul in these old games, despite how simple they are, how they were back then. And I think that alone, you know, I think puts them in a realm where they should be preserved. Like anything else, if like it's a really good old movie or an old TV show that, you know, it should be preserved for newer, younger generations to watch and to learn from. Because it's always good to go back and listen to old art, if you will. So, for anyone who's really upset about the $20 price tag on the new game, it is what it is. You know, and in terms of things they could be doing, they could be in a lot worse because, you know, any of the new games that you get from Nintendo is very expensive these days. 80 bucks for like a new game for a Nintendo, which is highway robbery in my opinion, especially for, you know, the quality of the games you're getting. It's just a re-release. You're getting you have to spend 80 bucks for it, you know. I personally don't spend all that much money, but such is life, you know. Anyways, that's my whole spiel for right now. Want to get into the game because I've never played this game before. That was kind of the reason why I wanted to play it because it was like, well, I played many Zelda games. I could just go with one that I played many times. I love Link's Awakening. I played that one. That's one of my favorite games of all time. Um, I could do Majora's Mask, but we're gonna do a new game because I'm completely blind to it and I have no idea what I'm doing. And I think that's where the fun of it comes in. So let's uh let's go to that. Like I said today, at the beginning, my goal for today, I'm trying to get 20 followers on Twitch. So if you do know anybody on your friends, your family share, and like all my videos that I'm doing. This stream will be up on YouTube. After the stream, I'll be uploading it there, and you'll be able to see it there. Just for this week, I will be broadcasting onto Facebook as well as Twitch, just so everybody can see, and get an idea of what I'm doing and see some of my friends and family. If you're watching, hello. If you're not, you should watch. It's fun. So much fun. All right. Enough of me yapping. I don't think you want to hear me yap anymore. I think now we get into the game. So without further ado, let's go right into it. Playing it on the Switch, as you can see. It's wonderful. All right. So here we go. By the way, this was a handheld game. So this is on a bigger screen. Used to be on like this size looking down on it. Boss, what should my name be for the file? I need a name. Shall I? Well, yes, it is. Spanky is the most popular name in America right now. It is literally hitting in the zeitgeist, and it just fits, which is even better. So Link will be called Spanky in this instance. It's going to be so much fun. Well, I can only fit one name, okay? I'm gonna go with the first name, which is Spanky. Listen, don't fight with me on stream, okay? Oh my god. Boss is very bossy right now. A long, long time ago, when the world was on the verge of being swallowed by a shadow, ... The tiny Pickery appeared from the sky, bringing the hero of men a sword and a golden light. With wisdom and courage, the hero drove out the darkness. When peace had been restored, the people enshrined the blood with terror. I should. Oh, there we go. Went on full screen for some reason. That was weird. There we go. A strange female blonde lady. Where's Spanky? He's right here. The whole town is bustling for the Pickery Festival. Yep, he has very late nights, this Spanky. Time to get up, Spanky. You lazy, lazy person. Right? Ah, finally. Control things. All right. I can roll. I look very unkempt. Blonde boy, very unkempt. Yep. Let's check out the festival together. Yeah, go have fun, but do your chores first. Wow, you're just giving a child a sword. Seems kind of out of place. Hold on 1 second, children. I have to do something real quick. Just gotta check on something. Let's see. Check my stream, make sure I'm live and all that. La 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 la. There we go. All right. Gotta make sure I get on everyone's algorithm. It's always fun. This is the blade that will be presented to the winner of the competition. Don't lose it. How do you lose a sword? Quit worrying, we'll be safe. Let's go check out the festival. Wait. Can I have control? I see a treasure box. And I stole 20 rupees. Nice. It's my going around money. And I break pots. I got the heart. Let's go. Okay. Town of Hyrule. Let's have a look around. I've been told many times that I read far too fast. So if I keep scrolling far too fast for anybody reading, I do apologize ahead of time. I read incredibly fast. I don't know how that happened, but it did. There's a storyteller here, and we should stop and listen to... Oh, Penny. Long, long ago, even longer before that, evil creatures appeared in the world. They were powerful, frightening beasts, and they created such trouble. But then the Pickery came from the sky, bringing powerful magic. The world, new peace. Now we know why the festival's here. Only once every 100 years does the mystic doorway open. This all sounds like it's building up to something. Mm, 100 years since they last appeared. Oh my. This one is all sorts of messed up. Teeny tiny shield. What a strange princess you are. Here's your shield. Here's a weapon. What all children want. Weapons. Mass destruction. Ooh, I got a shield. It's like I'm Captain America, but in Hyrule. Nope, we gotta do our errand. Let's go, Spanky. Now she's following me. She knows I gotta do stuff. Alright, let's do what we gotta do. To the castle. To the gates. Well, that was rude. Business scrubs. They're the worst. Do something. You're the one who got shot. You do something. Oh, please forgive me. Yeah. We get it. Just being a rude person. Hurry to the castle. I think it's just this. There we go. Castle time. And I am just walking right past all these soldiers. Otho. What kind of name is that? His name is Pothole. He's the leader of the kingdom. Right? He's definitely from New York. What's he doing in Hyrule? These are the questions that we need to have answers to. Like, why was that lady in that Eggo commercial? She had no reason being there. Seriously, these are the questions we need answers to. Oh, now it's very quiet in the game. It's weird. Called the Pickery Blade. Pickery. That sounds like something, and I can't put my finger on it. It's amazing how often they use a little wordplay in these video games. Ooh, whoever wins gets to touch the blade. Vati, champion of the competition. You may approach the blade. Well, he certainly doesn't look like a good guy. Oh boy. Hey, that was rude. Literally unleashed all the demons. What the hell? It was not very nice. Two stone with you. Turned her to stone? That wasn't very nice.
4:00 p.m.
That's 4:00 p.m. What? Did all that for nothing. Oh my. Then he just disappears. I walk if you could just do that all the time. It's very strange. Oh, I have awoken. And who does a flip out of the bed? That's really weird. Oh, I have awoken. Oh, and my grandfather's there. And somehow, I still have my shield. Oh, Spanky, you're awake. Are you feeling all right? I feel fresh as a friggin' daisy. I was a sorcerer. That's bad news. Jerk. So now we gotta go find the pickery. So weird. Deep within the Minish woods. My goodness. They don't show to anybody but children. That just sounds suspect. Okay. Yeah. Send the child on a big quest. Just sounds like the. I don't know why we do that in real life. We have a big job to do. Nations are on the line. Send a child to do the work. Imagine if Luke Skywalker went to go save the Republic, but he was 5 years old. Don't know he would last very long. By the way, we're also going to give the child very dangerous weapons. All right. I gotta go find the woods. I got a map. Good luck and be careful. Gee, thanks, Grandpa. Oh, that's where I gotta go. Got it. We're all counting on you. You and your 6-year-old body to fight off demons. Oh, well. Not these mature soldiers with giant weapons. Nope, send the kid. So strange. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. You jerk. Ooh. I got another rupee. Oh, I can't get that way, so now I gotta go find a way around. Lovely. Ooh, Lon Ranch. That was just a hole. All right, that's just a hole. What the heck was that? It was a mole. It's another mole. Doing it in the grass. Alright, you don't want me to kill monsters? I shall not kill monsters. Something tells me I should go into Lon Ranch. Maybe not? Can I not enter the door? That's weird. Alright. I got a blue one. Okay, nothing going on here. Alright, time to go to the woods. Cannot swim. Good to know. Okay, I think I way can't go this way. Doesn't help. Oh, yay. Apparently I can stand on logs. Good to know. You jerk. Oop. Someone is in need of help. Ooh, lovely. Let's back the way I came. The hell? The hell is a lone child doing so deep in the woods? Yes, I'd like to know the answer to that as well. Apparently he's on a quest. Okay. Ooh, okay then. I have new hat. I have parrot hat. It's a little rude. But I have a hat. Oh. Boy should always have a hat. So apparently the Pickery are tiny people and they refer to themselves as the Minish. So we have been racially insensitive to the Pickery, or to the Minish, by calling them Pickery. How shameful. Ooh, a shrinking tree. This is all strange. Hey. It definitely fell down. There we go. Ooh, second screen. That is a giant nut. That also is a giant nut. Oh, I don't like the looks of this at all. I now see where the racism comes in. They speak a different language, and we just call them by whatever they say. Oh, Zelda. Not talking to you. Stinking AI always listening in. Alright, now I gotta find the one who speaks my language. Not you. Not you either. Nope. Looks promising. Nope, not at all. Maybe? Nope. Freaking finally. A jabbernut. It's good. All right. Just south of here. Maybe that one? Oh, that's promising. Nope. Nope. Gotta go back up. Let's try that again. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Be nice to learn a language just by eating a fruit. Honey, if I eat a fruit, I learn the language. I wish I could do that in real life. Eat a pomegranate, speak Japanese. Guess I go to see the elder. I don't know anything about that. There we go. Now we gotta go. Let's go see the elder. The elders of the village have things to say to us. We need 4 mystic elements. Son of a bitch. Do we get those at Akame? Oh, wait a minute. What's a national food chain? Walmart. Gotta go to Walmart to get the 4 mystic elements. Got it. Maybe I have to go to Swarovski. Target. That's... You're so smart. You're so brilliant. My boss is so smart. No fun. Speak with Vestari. I think that was the guy we spoke to before. Yes. Dangerous. Uh, all right. First temple. So weird. Okay. For some reason the spider web is bouncy. Okay. These slugs don't necessarily look like monsters. Ooh, I gotta find a key. Oh, there we go. That'll do. All right. Shoot. Freaking dare. Yes. Pull the lever. Get it. Is this the only way in or out? Yep, that's the only way. Gotta figure it out. Ooh, okay, now I got it. Rude. That works. No. Can't go that way. The heck is that? Let's try that again. I got it. Smart as a whip. I have key. I got a map. Yikes, slugs all around. Smart as a whip. That's me. Where we came from. So I gotta go this way. Oh, I've been there before. Killer caterpillar on the loose. He's so angry. I have slayed the caterpillar. Yeah. Yeah. And I got the gust jar. Yeah. Got some mysterious shells. That's kind of nice. And I got more. Okay. So says he. Rude. No, we gotta go this way. So angry when he's doing that. I got the compass. This way. Nope, that's not that way. Yaddy. Hold on one second. Just gotta check something real quick. Okay. Still good. Not that way. Yeah, maybe we do have to go the other way. That's one way to do it. I did forget to do that, didn't I? Yeah, gotta go down to the basement. Rude. Hmm. Almost. There. Very long. All right. Oh boy. First boss is Jelly. Just so you know. That's definitely Jelly. Actually, I'll probably this. I have defeated Jelly. I defeated Jelly, okay? Good. Woohoo! And my life has increased. How wonderful. Better be impressed. That was unfortunate. That's Krenel. Larry. The hell is he doing? Oh, leave through this door. You leave through the back door. We don't want you mixing with the rest of our awful people. Now, Krenel. Well, yes, I am Spanky. I got a bomb bag. I have explosives. Cornerstone to any young man's quest. Bombs. Tis a beautiful thing. You can blow up lots of things. Snap. Got the power of wind. That's interesting. I shall shrink. Rude. Alright. Gotta find this Mount Grinnell. I'm gonna blow up this thing first. Bat. I like bat. Floaty. So I gotta go up there. Oh, this guy. All right, can't go that way. Weirdos. I met a fairy. Nothing that way. Moblin. Guess I can't go that way. There. That's a good idea. To the town. Ooh, that's new. This all feels like I'm being ganged up on. Okay. Okay. Well, you look pretty ugly. It opened something up. Over there. Okay. There he goes. Just gonna tell me to go. Okay. Let's leave the bar now. Something that looks okay. That's got rupee. That's a good thing. That's cool. Now they only got one rupee. Is there anything else I need to do? So this looks interesting. Gonna get weird. Not sure what I need to do. Yes, say where I'm good to go. Go back to the spot down here. This is where it was. Well, that was easy. So lost. That takes far too long. Didn't help at all. It's very confusing as to where I'm supposed to go. It's west, but I can't make west. It's weird. Gotta go through the town. That one. There we go. Okay, so I gotta find something about the sword technique. Not in the post office. Fine. Okay then. Yay. It's the best thing ever. All right. This is a good spot to kind of stop for today. I think. And also stiff, which is unfortunate, but it is. Um, yeah, that'll do for today. Thank you to any who will watch this stream. I do appreciate it. Um, like I said, I'm going to be doing this just about every day during the week if I can. There may be a day where I may have to take off or switch schedules or whatever. If not, I'll let you guys know on social media. I am on Twitter. At the _ Spanky Frank. I am Also on Twitch, which is the Spanky Frank. Also on YouTube, the Den Radio. Again, I'm trying to get to 20 followers on Twitch. That is the goal for the week. So if you do follow, please, I encourage you to share it with your friends and family. Again, thank you to everybody who watched today. I do appreciate it. And until next time, I shall see you. Have a good one.